The Patriots are at South Beach here on pregame.tv as they battle the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins are a 9-point home underdog, total sitting at 51.5. And Bryan, I know the Patriot offense is on fire right now, obviously. They're just going crazy, especially the last 2 weeks. #1 offense in the league. And they were able to take apart the New York Jets even without Rob Gronkowski, who's still out, of course. But again, it was the Colts and the Jets, two defenses that are a little bit shaky. You've got a Jets team that allowed over 26 points per game. They ranked 30th against the run. Miami's a top 10 team this year in points allowed on the defensive side of the football. It is a divisional road game, and I think this is the so-called game of the year for the Dolphins. I think there's going to be a fewer amount of points scored for the New England Patriots this week. What say you?
First off, being that I'm from Cleveland, I hate it when somebody says they're going to South Beach. That's all I want to know. No more of this South Beach stuff. I'm tired of that.
Why? Because it was cold in Cleveland?
No, because of LeBron James.
Oh, LeBron James. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Has it been that long ago? I mean, well, it is for Cleveland. We're going to remember that all of that. But yeah, it's.
Still got a team? No, just kidding.
Did they ever have one?
I believe they beat the Steelers last week.
Oh, no, I was talking about the NBA.
NBA?
You know, Jim Jones. He was a pretty good player.
They can beat the Steelers, too. Getting back to the game at hand. Yeah, you talked about New England's offense, 49, 59, 37, and 45. And the thing that's concerning about New England and Miami, especially in this game, last 3 weeks, Miami's lost a turnover battle by 8. Mm-hmm. I mean, they completely turn the ball over every time. New England has not lost a turnover battle in any game this season. And if you go back when Belichick and Brady have been together, they never turned the ball over. So if you're looking to play Miami, you say, well, are they going to win the turnover battle? I kind of doubt it. But the scheduling situation obviously favors Miami here, and we'll let somebody else talk about that. But that's one of the concerns right here we have in New England.
If he doesn't talk about it, I will in a little bit. But as far as that scheduling information is concerned, but Miami knows they can't get into a shootout, obviously, with this team. Miami's averaging 16 points per game in their last 4 home games. Notice I didn't say South Beach. And but anyway, if you look at what's going on, the Dolphins and their guests are averaging just 41.4 points combined in their 5 home games overall this season. And that includes the 48-point game between them and Oakland when they beat Oakland 35-13. I think they've done a nice job of mixing their schemes on defense, kind of an old school attack defense. At the same time, I think the offense is going to have to run the football, and that means Reggie Bush. What New England's got to do, Teddy Bruschi said it best, they've got to maintain the edge on the defensive side of the football. I think Bush does well enough in this one to keep Brady off the field enough to maybe keep this one a lower scoring game.
Well, they have to. And talking about the scheduling stuff, I'm a situational guy, and my God, if there wasn't a bigger situational play here. We had one of those last week, and they went up in flames with Baltimore at San Diego. Of course, San Diego should just have an
4th and 29. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
That's worse than South Beach, huh?
Yeah. But this one here, you couldn't have a more negative spot for New England. They're coming off of scoring 59 points and 49 the last 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. They beat up on, it was the feature game in the late games 2 weeks ago against Indianapolis, the upstart quarterback, Andrew Luck, and they just slapped the Colts all around the field. Then last week, their hated rival, the Jets, could that have been more, enjoyable for them on Thanksgiving than just, stuffing the snot out of them?
Why don't we do a week of videos without snot being?
Well, you know what? He can't all
stuffing.
I had to get the Thanksgiving reference in there and give you your snot.
Well,
that's not very nice.
It's not at all.
Oh, God, this is just going downhill. But this is a situation for New England. Yeah, this is a division game against Miami, so they shouldn't look past Miami. But the 2 games they've got coming up, you can't get any bigger. They play Houston on Monday Night Football next week, and then the following week they play the 49ers on a Sunday night game, which right now, if you look at the standings and you look at the futures market, that's the most likely Super Bowl combination. So how do you get excited for Miami? But on the flip side, if I'm betting the game, how do I get excited about Miami?
Right.
Okay, so I'm on the fence in this one, guys. I've bought into Miami a couple times this year, mainly the Tennessee and Buffalo game. They had 7 turnovers in those 2 games and played like crap. I'll reference you from another video. I can't do it.
I just feel bad for this poor fence is what I'm saying. But in addition to your situation, New England's beaten Miami 6 out of the last 7 times. The only game they lost to them was by a single point. So you forgot to mention that, Mr. Situation, on the
Thanks.
fence.
Yeah, thanks.
Can I get to my free pick now? You guys done?
I didn't even realize we're giving a pick on this video.
I'll take the plunge and give out the free pick here. Hey, the Dolphins ran for $190 last week against the Seattle Seahawks. Probably not going to run for that much 2 weeks in a row and against New England, although the Patriot defense hasn't been great this year. But I think what they're going to do is set the tone for how this game is going to go throughout the entire contest, the tempo, if you will. And I think you're going to see a lower scoring game than expected. The last 9 times that these two teams have met, the highest posted total, 49. That's the highest the last 9 times that these teams have met. And Miami's been outstanding against good offenses. They're 14-4 to the under against teams that average at least 375 total yards per game. I think they're going to be able to play their type of game here. They may not win this game. They may not cover the spread, but I think it's going to fall under 51.5. That's my free pick on the battle between the Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. I don't know about you two. Anyway, when we come back, the Panthers, the Chiefs. Wow, that's a good one. Stick around for more right here at pregame.tv.